Today we're going to give you a brief overview of the user experience and design of FarmBridge. Let's start talking about the experience for the community managers. These volunteer organizers are the glue that hold these local food communities together. FarmBridge aims to help them in two ways. First, we want to decrease their administrative burden, and secondly, we want to help them engage their communities. FarmBridge simplifies the process for managing member registrations. CSA organizers can stay up to date regarding their registration drive using a helpful dashboard. We'll talk more about this in a moment. Adding new members is easy. Rather than have to manage a lengthy spreadsheet, CSA managers can send email invites to new members with a link to a registration page where new members can provide all the information that the organization needs. Here's a close-up of the dashboard view. As you can see, for this CSA, they have 30 days left until they have to close out all registrations. They have so far been able to register 80 members, and they are offering foods from 3 separate vendors. They still need 5 more members to go in order to successfully close out their registration drive. Below the list, we can see all of the members that have recently signed up. The newest member that has signed up is Brian, who has just filled out his registration form, and now he's on the radar of the CSA organizer. Once registered, Brian, the new member, can log into FarmBridge as well and see how the membership drive is doing. He can see that his CSA, the Sunset Park CSA, needs 5 more members to fill up their roster. With our design, we wanted to make crowdsourcing a big part of the solution. Here, members are encouraged to be proactive and take action in helping the CSA to meet its goals. Brian can hit the Contact CSA button to recommend hosting a potluck or other event to draw potential members, or he can also send invites to his friends who may also be interested in joining the CSA. What happens if one of the CSA organizers decides to move to Costa Rica? It's not a big deal anymore because records are backed up and centralized, so they're easy to transition. Now let's talk a little bit about the FarmBridge experience for community members. Every week, CSA members like Brian can check FarmBridge to see what's coming in on next week's basket. The list of produce is updated directly by the farmer on a weekly basis. This week, Brian is expecting a vegetable called rutabaga. What is a rutabaga? With FarmBridge, Brian can just click on the rutabaga icon and a menu pops up. Now, Brian can find out what it is, how to cook, and how to serve it. By clicking on what it is, Brian accesses a description from rutabaga. This description can be provided directly by Brian's farmer. If he moves his mouse onto recipe, a list of recommended recipes shared by other community members will show up. See, now everything that Brian needs to make use of his rutabaga is easily within his reach. Brian is inspired by all the recipes that he finds and decides to share one of his own. Brian has a special recipe for zucchini bread. So Brian is able to, in a few short steps, publish the recipe for his community. Now members who have zucchini in their baskets will be able to try Brian's special recipe. What if Brian finds out that he's not going to be able to make it to next week's pickup? With FarmBridge, that's not our problem. He can click on the Members tab and get a map view of his neighborhood to find out where the other members live. With this view, he can see that Cindy lives right nearby, so Brian is able to contact Cindy and ask if she can pick up his week's share and bring it home with her so that he can stop by later in the week. And that is pretty much it. This is an overview of the initial concepts that we have for FarmBridge. Thank you very much.